Would you love to gain muscle and lose fat at the same time? I am actually prepping for my first bikini bodybuilding competition when I turn 60. Yes, friends, I'm gonna be 60, 2026. And so I have a whole series of my videos, and I'm going to go over in this video my lower body workout. And you do need to hit subscribe, like, and notify to get all these videos, because I'm doing them in the fall because I know people aren't as interested until January. But dang, when we all want to get in shape for January, you're gonna want these videos. And yes, poor Yuki did pass. He was so young and I was so devastated. But the universe brought Manny and B into my life. It makes me so happy. So in this video, we're gonna go over the most important muscle you need to be working out one day a week. It's your booty. Gluteus maximus is its official name. It is the largest muscle of your body. So as we build muscle, sorry, there's a cat fight outside. I don't know what's going on. Not my cat. It's a feral cat, Ernest I feed. He's got 6 toes. He's really cute. Yeah, but he's not fixed. Anyhow, so that gluteus maximus, being the largest muscle of the body, it's going to increase your metabolism because muscle burns more calories than fat. And we also know scary statistics about how much muscle we lose. It's like 0.5% at 40, 1% at 50 per year, 2% at 60, and by the time we're 70, it's 40%. And that's why we have a huge amount of disability. 50 or 60% of people are disabled by the time. Newsflash. There's no such thing as retirement anymore. Yeah, it was a cute little concept developed by FDR 100 years ago, little Social Security. It did depend upon having a large population of younger friends to support the older people. It worked for 100 years. And now there's not enough younger people due to depopulation. It's no longer working, friends. We've got to work. And if you're like probably 60 or 70% of us, we're finding that we're getting laid off from the cushy white collar jobs that we had. And we're having to re-enter the hourly blue collar workforce. And we're just gonna have to work. It is a fact of life. I love it. I actually am so much more happy working in my second career than I ever was as a teacher. So it can be a joy. It can be a wonderful thing, but we need to be healthy. That's super important. So as we build muscle, the muscle is going to be metabolizing and burning calories much faster than fat. So we're building the muscle. Even if you have quite a bit of fat on your body, you're going to see a recomposition. Like for somebody like me who's pretty thin with a BMI of 21, I do kind of need to stay in a normal calorie, not surplus, but just say my normal calories. And then I will definitely do a lot of shredding as I get closer to competition, because I can't really go in a calorie deficit to build muscle. But you can. If your BMI is more than 21, you absolutely can. So that gluteus maximus, boy, we hear so much about it. But ladies, look at those pictures. It's more about the legs. We just forget there's other things attached to that gluteus maximus. We have the hamstrings, that muscle in the back. We have the quads, that muscle in the front. So if you're not strong in the hips, as you age, you're gonna be facing disability and pain, and you're not going to have a healthy aging experience. So you need to watch these videos. Honey, I am almost 60. They're just fun videos. This is just what I'm doing at Gold's Gym. You do need a real gym. Booty bands are not going to help your booty out. You need to do squats. I do need to preface that when you start your squats, you do need to be very conditioned. So I'd say at least 6 months, making sure you can plank, pull up, not pull up with, I have assisted pull-ups. Yeah, push-ups, lat pull downs, rows, making sure that back the shoulders are strong enough to do a squat. But everything else you can do. Definitely a personal trainer is extremely helpful. But you want to make sure that you have at least one day devoted to the glutes and hamstrings. And then we're gonna have 3 other days devoted to the other major muscle groups, doing at least cardio 20 minutes on the off times. Like I do cardio first thing in the morning or your off days. I only do 20 minutes, but that's really all we need. Cardio can be very hard on the knees. So this is going to help you age beautifully, and it's not going to involve a booty band. It's going to be real exercises. I do a boy workout. I'm freaking almost 60. I'm a 60-year-old woman. If I can do a boy workout, boom, you can do a boy workout too. But anyhow, let's jump right into those exercise videos. Again, I'm not a 25-year-old influencer. Please excuse. It's at Gold's Gym. I do my best with a tripod and camera, but I do hope you. I always start off with 4 minutes of cardio to warm up my legs, get that blood flowing. Then I'm going to do a dynamic workout, moving my legs. Then I will do some stretches for my hamstrings and my. You want to start off with your big compound movements. And so today I'm going to start off with a back squat. And then on my other lower body workout day, I do a hip thrust. I'm too tired if I do these 2 exercises back to back. We're going to try to aim for 3 sets of 12 reps at a weight that you're comfortable with, that you can do that many. Thrust is your next big compound movement. I'm going to do these on different days. I've already moved up a bit on weight on this one. I'm now doing 25 pounds on each side. This is really going to shape your legs and grow those glutes way more than any booty band ever would. Again, aim for 3 sets of 12. I like to do my sumo squats after my big compound movement. Give yourself 2 to 4 minutes between these sets, because especially those compound movements are really going to tire you out. Sumo squats are just amazing to work those quads, glutes, and hamstrings. You'll see so much results from this. Okay, we're going to go ahead and grab a bench to do our reverse lunges. These are my most difficult exercises. I will do 10 pounds on each side on this Smith machine. And I do like to put another exercise that's a little bit easier for me, like a sumo squat in between, just to give myself a little bit of rest. Okay, we're going to move on to a Romanian deadlift, otherwise known as an RDL. Our legs are going to be stiff, and we're going to do this on a Smith machine using a bench. This is actually one of my favorite exercises. You want to keep your back flat and get a nice hip hinge, but you're just going to see amazing results from this exercise. Okay, next I'm going to move on to a single leg RDL. Of course, I will be using both my left and my right leg. Always start off on your weakest leg. And then we're going to, of course, continue to do those 3 sets of 12 reps. I usually will do 10 pounds on each side, and I love to do these on the Smith machine. This is just really a fun, easy exercise for me, and you're going to just be working those glutes, the quads, and the hamstrings, which is my weakest area. For my 7th exercise, I'm going to do a glute kickback. This would be my last one. For your last exercise, go ahead and do something that's easy for you, that you can get lots of reps in, just whatever little gas we have left in that tank, that we can use that up so that we can see the most muscle growth. And if you consistently do these exercises 1 day a week, you're just going to see huge results growing your glutes and also toning up those quads. Hope you really enjoyed those videos, and definitely it is helpful to have a personal trainer. There's a lot of people that make those videos a whole bunch better, but I want you to see a real person doing it. But you definitely need to do a couple things. The first thing is you do need to be following that best diet. Okay, our muscles need good food, particularly enough protein. Make sure you're getting enough protein. Okay, so like I'm 135 pounds, 135 grams of protein. So it's lean muscle mass. And then also make sure you're boosting your testosterone. Men and women, if your testosterone is below normal, go see a doctor and get some testosterone supplements. I think that's really important, but you can also keep boosting it naturally. So do both. I think as we get older, testosterone and estrogen are our anti-aging hormones. And guess what? When we exercise, we release those growth hormones. So friends, I am just wishing you peace, love, and joy.